And after opting out of that debate, former President Trump continues to wade through multiple indictments. He'll be in Georgia today, where he'll surrender to authorities. They say Trump conspired to overturn the 2020 election results. ABC's Aaron Katersky has an update for us.
This morning, former President Trump is getting ready to surrender. The fourth time this year he's turning himself in to face criminal charges. Sheriff's deputies are waiting to record his height and weight, fingerprint him, and take his mugshot before he's released on a $200,000 bond. The former president skipping the first GOP primary debate, telling Tucker Carlson overnight his lead over his Republican rivals helps him cope with all the criminal charges he faces.
I think it's a lot easier because I'm so high in the polls, because it means the people get it. The people see it's a fraud.
Ahead of Trump's surrender, security is tight, though law enforcement officials say they're tracking no specific threats. Supporters have issued calls to rally, but prior Trump court appearances have drawn sparse crowds of protesters. Lawyers accused of conspiring with Trump to try to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia have already turned themselves in. Rudy Giuliani, photographed like the many suspects he had arrested as a prosecutor.
This is an attack on the American people.
Giuliani was released on a $150,000 bond, then spotted walking into a second chance bail bonds near the jail.
I'm being prosecuted for defending an American citizen who I do as a lawyer.
Prosecutors say Giuliani was more than that, accusing him of peddling lies about election fraud and falsely accusing poll workers of stealing votes. Sidney Powell, who pushed the conspiracy theory about voting machines she said were controlled by Venezuela, and Jenna Ellis, who falsely claimed ballots were manipulated, surrendered too. In addition to former President Trump, there are still a handful of defendants in this sweeping indictment who need to surrender here, and that includes former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. He's been trying to get out of surrendering by asking a federal judge to move his case into federal court. The judge did not immediately rule on that, but did say Meadows could not avoid turning himself in, so just like everybody else, he's due here by noon on Friday. Aaron Katersky, ABC News, Atlanta.